Well, you may not know his name, but chances are you've seen a photograph taken by Fonville Winans. His images tell Louisiana's story over the last 100 years, and there's a new art exhibit where you can see them. Graham Elkins has tonight's Showcasing Louisiana.
Stare long enough into these faces and you'll find yourself on a journey back in time. This is what Louisiana looked like in the 1930s. Faces of strangers now becoming teachers of history, thanks to photographer Fonville Winans.
When he went into South Louisiana, he went into places that people really didn't go into. These people are just living their daily lives, and so you really get a sense of what it was like.
This unique slice of Louisiana living is just the beginning of this new exhibition, a collection of over 160 pieces at the Capitol Park Museum in downtown Baton Rouge.
And he just kind of fell in love with Louisiana.
Winans' son Bob recalls how his father's career began in the early 30s down in Morgan City.
He bought a boat and explored all the swamps of Louisiana and lived on Grand Isle for a while, and eventually came to Baton Rouge with $10 in his pocket and got a scholarship from Huey Long.
Photographing politicians would eventually become Fonville's next passion. His black and white portraits captured the state's political color and helped cement his reputation.
Jimmy Davis came up to Fonville and said, "Hey, we're both famous in Louisiana," and Dad was quite impressed with that.
From politicians, Fonville moved to brides. He spent decades creating memories for thousands of families. Curators are still trying to track them all down.
We're asking the public to come into the museum and see if they can help us. If their mother was a Fonville bride or a grandmother. These photographs span from the 40s to the 1980s. So there's a very good chance that, your mother, your grandmother's photograph could be in our exhibition.
The exhibition also features personal artifacts like the bicycle Fonville rode to and from his studio on Laurel Street, 8 miles every day, and the equipment he used, including his own inventions to process film.
Did he realize while he was living how important he was? What do you think he would think of a museum exhibit now with all of his work?
He would be quite excited about it. He did not really realize it at the time. He was just following his passion.
A passion that lives on through the history on these walls, showcasing Louisiana one face and place at a time. Graham Elkins, WAFB 9 News.
Great one there, Graham. The exhibit opened this week at the Capitol Park Museum. As you heard Graham say, admission is $7 for adults. Masks are required, and they'll space you out as you arrive.